Hey guys, Rebecca Overson here with The Art of Building a Successful Massage Practice. And I'm going live right now just to answer any questions that you guys have, as well as address two very important topics. One I have never spoken about before, you guys. I know you hear me talk about a niche all the time, but what I'm going to teach you tonight is pretty freaking amazing. So pay attention. And as always, if you're watching live with me, post in the comments below and say hi. Let me know who you are, where you're practicing, how long you've been a massage therapist, and of course, feel free to ask me anything during this time that we're here together. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is why Groupon is a terrible Band-Aid. And the second thing I want to talk about tonight is the real reason you need to have a niche. And you guys, really, this is going to blow your mind. It's just not anything I've ever really taught before, so I hope I can adequately convey it, and that's what I'm going to do, all right? Okay, so first things first, let's talk about Groupon. My question for you is, those of you that are doing Groupon, this has come up a lot. Some of you are like, oh, if you drop Groupon and the phone isn't ringing, what do you do? Or I've turned off my Groupon and now I have no business. You guys, it's pretty simple. Just think about what's the reason you're doing Groupon. Why do you think it is that you think Groupon is a good idea? For 99% of you that are doing Groupon or, similar deal type of websites, it's because you don't know how to get clients. And what's going to happen in your massage practice, if you don't know how to get clients? You don't have a business. So because you don't know how to get clients, then, you have this desperate feeling. And then you reach out to a thing like Groupon because you go, woohoo, Groupon can get me like 200 people in 1 month or something like that. But then you become dependent on it. If you are missing the key strategies that make a business a business. So if your business isn't set up properly and you're not running it properly, Groupon is a never-ending hole. And then you have comments like JL had posted and Shirley had posted earlier in the week, or earlier in the month perhaps, about, oh, well, shoot, I dropped Groupon because I'm so sick of the deal seekers, but now I don't have clients coming in. Well, yeah. So Groupon is a terrible Band-Aid. It's not going to stop the bleeding. It's not going to stop the issue of you don't know how to get clients. The other problem that Groupon causes is that the clients are not coming to you because you're you. They're coming to you because you're cheap. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want my reputation to be, I'm the cheapest massage therapist around. That's not why I want people to come to me. Now, Groupon does some great copywriting and some great advertising and things like that. But getting clients is only 1/10 of the equation when it comes to running a successful business. And I've talked about this a lot over the years. And you all know, if you've been around me, how I feel about Groupon. But that's really the underlying issue, is why do you even need it in the first place? Because you don't know how to get clients. You get desperate. You want Groupon to sell your prices. You're getting paid to hold, $22 for cheap-ass clients that you don't, in a practice that you don't know how to run. Almost everybody I've seen that's doing Groupon is also making massive, potentially fatal mistakes in running their business, and it literally I have seen it put people out of business. So it's not just getting clients in, and you got to understand that. Is this making sense, you guys? Okay, so the question instead to ask is, how can I get the right clients at the right price? How can I get clients that are looking for me because of what I'm known for and for what I do? And how do I charge more than everybody else around me and still get those clients? Don't you think that's a more productive question to ask? That's where we want to be going, instead of, oh crap, I don't have any clients. How can I get more clients in as quickly as possible without having to pay for them? I think I'll go set up a Groupon, and it just absolutely eats your practice alive. Okay, you guys with me so far? Let me know if you have questions about that. Okay, so now let's talk about the real reason that you need to have a niche. Okay, so a lot of you may not know, but I'm a master coach, and I'm a trainer of neuro-linguistic programming, NLP for short, and other modalities working with the unconscious mind to create lasting and powerful changes in helping people get what they want out of life. So one of the tenets, shall we say, of that type of work that I do is that perception is projection. Now I'm doing a 8-day practitioner training in March, and I have a handful of women in my course right now, a massage therapist in my course, and we're doing this kind of pre-study leading up to March. So we're having these conversations every single week and diving into different principles. And one of them is perception is projection, meaning whatever you see going on around you is a projection of you. And I can tell you neurologically why that happens. Okay? Our five senses are constantly bombarded by information. It is literally an assault happening all the time on our five senses. We have estimated, some really smart people have estimated this, 11 million bits per second of information coming through our five senses. Now, our brain, it can only process, sorry, I got crazy hair sticking to my eyes. Okay. We are only capable of processing about 127 bits per second. So think about that mathematically. 11 million bits per second coming at us, and we can only handle 127. That's a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage. And in order to process and make sense of our world, we have to delete, distort, and generalize the information that's coming at us into bite-sized packets of information. And our human biology and our neurology is essentially trained to recognize and compartmentalize things into patterns to make sense of our world, to make order out of chaos. Okay, you guys with me so far? So the fascinating thing about this is that we keep selecting the same 127 bits of information that determines our experience of the world. Now, a lot of that is an unconscious filtering process. In fact, it's 100% unconscious process. Okay, we have lots of different filters that create the inner pictures and inner dialogue that we then use to label our experiences in the world and therefore determine our results and what's possible in the world. Okay, so if we have 11 million bits per second of information coming at us and we're constantly selecting 127 bits per second, we're not ever seeing the full picture, and we can only perceive things that are in the realm of our own human experience. So there's no way you can perceive something in the world unless it is actually a part of your own life, a part of your own biology. Now, there are lots and lots of stories that back this up in neuroscience that backs this up, but what does this have to do with a niche? This is where it gets really, really interesting. Okay? Is because your clients in a therapeutic setting will only achieve results based on what you believe is possible for them. They will only be able to get results based on what you believe is possible. And we see this in this has long been documented in therapeutic contexts like hypnosis and things like that, that the clients will only achieve results that the therapist believes is possible. So again, what does this have to do with a niche and why it is so ultimately important for you to only be working with people that you truly want to help and believe you can help based on your experience, is because your clients' results will be either expanded or limited by what you believe is possible for them. So how many of you have had a client on your table and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can help this. In your mind, you got your poker face on and you're like trying to help this person, but in your mind you're thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, guess what? You're not going to help that person. In fact, one of my students in my program had just said today that the very thing happened as I was teaching this principle. The very thing happened where she actually was thinking that with a client, and like 2 sessions in, the client was like, I think I'm going to stop doing this. I don't think it's working for me. Right? And so it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing when you apply it into a massage therapy context. So that's another reason why I say you must have a niche, is because if you are working with people that you're not confident you can help, you're not going to help them. If you don't believe in your skills in the application of whatever it is that they're dealing with, you actually won't be able to help them. And it's an unconscious dialogue that's taking place. You get in rapport with your clients. They're reading your mind. They're reading your mind, so to speak, at an unconscious level. You're having a dialogue. And if you are riddled with self-doubt and questioning yourself about whether or not you can or should be working on this person, you will not help them, no matter what you do. So it's actually in your own integrity that you refer them out to somebody who can help them. So for example, let's say somebody comes in and they've just had a mastectomy and they want you to do scar tissue work and they want you to do lymphatic drainage, and you don't do that. But you're so desperate for clients because you don't know how to get them. You just think, sure, I'm a massage therapist, I can help you. But in your mind, you're thinking, holy crap, I have no idea what I'm doing. you're literally not going to be able to help that person because you don't have the belief that you can help them. So as I've seen with my clients and coaching them in their massage practices, as they get into a niche and really expand or develop or own their expertise, that's one of the reasons they're able to get amazing results, is because they believe in themselves and they believe in their client's ability to heal because they've seen it happen many, many, many times. It's not like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy in the sense that they are building and expanding their confidence and commitment to helping that client heal, and maybe helping that client achieve results that other people don't believe they can achieve, but because you're, as a therapist with that niche, you're an expert and you see this all the time and you develop your confidence. Is this making sense, you guys? It's kind of mind-blowing if you really wrap your head around it, but it's also one of the reasons, to put this in a different context. You guys all know I owned Salt Lake Prenatal Massage. I was a birth doula, and I learned very, very early in the game, statistically speaking, the outcome of how a labor and delivery goes is actually, the number one factor is who's attending it, who's in the room. So if you have a surgeon that's attending your birth, chances are they're going to see you as somebody who needs surgery. If you have a skilled midwife attending your birth who doesn't have surgery as a tool, chances are she's going to believe other things. She's going to get creative. She's going to, help. She's going to just treat the laboring woman from a totally different perspective based on what she knows is possible. If a surgeon thinks, oh, well, you've had 2 C-sections, you're just going to need a third, then guess what? You're going to have a third. Whereas if you've had 2 C-sections and you're with a midwife who says, actually, you're a great candidate, you can totally have a vaginal birth after cesarean or VBAC, then has this confidence and belief and skills in you, then that's going to influence the outcome. So it's another way of saying you guys are freaking powerful and you need to be responsible for your power and make sure that you're using it wisely. And make sure that you are also surrounding yourself, like Dina said, surrounding yourself with people that believe in you. And that's one of the secret reasons why students in my 8-week mentoring program get results so quickly and so off the charts, is because I believe in their magnificence. I believe that they have absolutely the power to create incredible, stunning results, and that they can overcome anything that's in their way. That they truly can. And you never underestimate the power of a person holding that space for you, listening for your greatness, seeing you as magnificent and thinking, how is it possible that this person doesn't have incredible results already? Because they're seeing you as a magnificent person that you are. And then it's just about, well, of course you can accomplish awesome results, but it's because of their belief in you. It's because it is literally caused by their perception of you and their belief in you and holding the space of your greatness, so until you get the belief in yourself that you can actually put out there, you can actually synergistically create things, And it's a really, really powerful thing. It's also another reason why it is so important to do your own mindset work. Because if you expand your beliefs about what's possible for you and your clients, then you expand the results that you can get for your clients. That's why I always say your massage practice will only grow based on how much you grow, because it is your beliefs about yourself and the world and business and money and people and blah, 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 all of the things that come into play when you put yourself out there as a business owner. You are limiting what's possible for not only yourself, but for your clients, and you owe it to yourself and your clients to do the inner work to expand your choices, expand your options, and expand your possibilities. Okay, now listen, those of you that really can hear what I'm saying and can really actualize this and internalize this is a bit of information that can literally transform your life if you take it to heart. If you really think about the implications of what I just said, can actually be mind-blowing. And it will put you at cause for creating stunning results, not only for yourself, but for other people. Instead of kicking back and hoping that the phone rings, you get to have the opportunity to look inside at, where am I limiting myself? Where am I limiting my clients? And then you have to go inside and do your own freaking work. That's what it's about. And if you want to expand your business, you do your own work. You have to do your own work, because your business, as a projection of you, will be limited by what you believe is possible for you and what you believe about your clients. Okay? So, I'm like bursting inside as I'm sharing this with you guys, because it is like seriously one of the most profound things. And I'm just hoping that this resonates with you and that it's making sense and that you apply this that you look for yourself and you apply this, and you will, it will absolutely have the power to change everything for you. Okay? All right, so that's all I have to share with you tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being a part of this community. Super stoked to have this amazing tribe. And for those of you that really, really need help, please reach out to me. You know, I've got this amazing 8-week business mentoring program where we help massage therapists go from nothing to thriving in record time, really building solid businesses, consistent income, the right clients, no Groupon, feeling empowered, feeling like a badass, feeling totally confident in yourself as a business owner, raising your rates and still getting clients, being known as an expert. You guys, look, this is not about getting bodies on your table. This is going back to Groupon. This makes me crazy. Groupon is just about getting bodies on your table, and you are so much more than that. If you are doing Groupon, you don't know who you are. You know, you don't know who you are. And this is the work that I do is not even really about building businesses. It's about getting you connected to who you are and building a business with integrity that supports and honors you and allows you to breathe life into the people around you. I mean, think about that for a second. I want to get some bodies on my table. I got to fill my schedule. I got to make money versus I got to get connected to my purpose for being here and really develop the skills and the tools, the skills and the tools for actually creating a profitable business around that so that I can give my gifts to the world. So that I can fulfill the purpose that I'm on this planet to fulfill, which is not to take up space and earn a couple bucks. I firmly believe we are all divinely created. There are no accidents at all. There's no one that's in our world that wasn't absolutely meant to be in our world to help us to learn and to grow and to see those unconscious parts of ourselves that need to be healed. And building a business of your own and looking at all of that brings up for you is a fantastic crucible for your own transformation. And you guys have heard me say many times, you don't need more information, you need transformation. You know, and that's my honor, my privilege. I've gotten to help hundreds of you uncover that gift and put that out in the world. And I will never stop giving you my heart and soul and demanding your blood, sweat, and tears in order to do the work to get your gifts out there in the world. Okay? All right, love you guys. Have a great night. Post any questions for me below, any comments or anything like that. Tag somebody who needs to see this, or be sure to invite your massage therapist friends into this group so that they can be a part of this amazing community and take advantage of all of the resources that we have here. Okay? All right, you guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.